Local 1040 and your Council 100. I'm just here to talk about sick leave restriction tonight, and we're also going to talk about annual leave bidding because that's going to be coming up in the next couple months. So I'd like for everybody to get a chance to review the portion of the annual leave bid so that way you'll be prepared for the process that's forthcoming. So first things we're going to talk about is sick leave restriction. And one of the problems that we have is because sick people can get other people sick. So when we were negotiating the contract, we were making sure that people were able to take off time for being sick and without passing it on to your friends and getting them sick too. Nobody likes that. So let's follow some of the stuff in the contract, and I'll go over that here in just a few seconds. And I just wanted to say thanks for everybody participating in the videos. We're going to ask you to hit like and subscribe so we can get as many people following this channel so we can continuously keep the workforce engaged and informed. So that's one of the most important things we can do for right. All right, now, so we have the contract pulled up, and this is the article over leave use, and we're going to be looking at Section F, sick leave restriction, and the following indicators may be a pattern of sick leave usage that may require discussion between the bargaining employee and management when, over the previous 6 months, there is a repeated and frequent sick leave use for. These are the patterns. The indicators: absences when annual leave is denied, or absences on days before or after a holiday, or absences on days before or after the bargaining employee's RDOs, or absences following overtime worked, or repeated absences on any one specific day. So before they're going to try to issue sick leave restriction, you're going to get, they're normally going to talk to you. So make sure that this conversation is not so, hey, I noticed you were sick too the other day, and are you feeling better? Sometimes they'll try to say, we talked about our attendance. But if they are preparing to put you on sick leave, in addition, normally what they're going to do is in individual cases, if there's evidence that the bargaining employee's leave pattern maybe indicate that the abuse of sick leave exists, management will meet with the bargaining employee to review the bargaining employee's attendance record. The bargaining employee will have the opportunity to advise management of any reason or any extenuating circumstances that should be considered with regard to their sick leave usage. Very important key. You do not need to tell them everything about you. Okay, because people will sometimes tell them, oh, I feel like I have this. In reality, it will trigger a fitness for duty. Nobody likes that. And we're going to talk about fitness for duty at the end of this video. And we're going to go over some of the stuff in the fitness for duty just as a little fresher upper. But be careful when you're in this meeting with management. Don't tell them that you have all these different things going on. Because it could cause you to have a sick leave restriction. Don't say, oh, you know, my diabetes was high, or hey, this or that was happening. Oh, I'm taking this pain medication for my back when I get off work. So you have to be cautious in what you say to people because it can be used. They have no choice but to initiate a fitness for duty on you. So you have to be very cautious and be careful on how you disclose information. Absences supported by medical documentation as described in this article may not be considered as indicators of sick leave abuse. So we're going to scroll because this is something that was really big that we want in this contract. So people often ask, where is this at? So we're going to keep on going up a little bit higher. And medical certification, it's a BI, and it's on the bottom of page 61. Documentation for sick leave absences of more than 3 consecutive work days. You had to normally bring in a note. You know, you can still certify. However, it's up to the management if they're going to let you do that. But if you bring in a note, it must be signed and dated by a physician or authorized healthcare provider. And we do know that some people go to Teladoc, so it becomes a little difficult. But a signature is a signature, whether it be a wet signature or a digital signature. So let's scroll down to close your eyes for a second. And if you end up finding yourself in a conversation with management and you think that sick leave restriction is coming, just remember this is the season for sick leave restriction because they love to make sure that they have as many people under attendance watch right after the shift bid and before the holidays. So be rest assured that they're going to be watching you and your leave and your attendance after the shift bid and prior to the holidays. So let's just keep it. So now we're talking about the annual leave bid process. This is Article 20 of the CBA. We're going to scroll through. You can page 85. There's a lot of this contract that's up for arbitration, which means it's not agreed to. So what it means is it's going to fall back to the old contract language, which is not as a supportive for you, the bargaining employees. Now, I highly encourage you to review Article 85 and make sure that you follow this process and understand how to place your leave bids. And also, if you need to, proxy, this is where it's important. Make sure that we get you guys in here and bidding and awarding bid lines, making sure you're there on time. Make sure that there's an issue, get with the union. But this is the thing, if you think you're not going to be able to bid, or if you just need a backup one, bargaining employees will use AFG and TSA established national protocol for conducting annual leave bid by proxy using TSA form 1167-1 or its electronic version. So always throw this out there. It will cover you in the event that you miss your time. You may not get everything you want, but it's highly important. And I'm going to show you when it says blank here, that means it's not agreed to. And we're going to get to some sections, and there's a whole lot of this as we get to the first come, first serve, because there's a lot of issues and certain breakdowns of the departments that we have, but we're definitely fighting, like more specifically, those smaller work groups like STIs. So we're definitely working on those in this contract. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the management's fitness for duty. All right, guys, now we're going to talk about the medical and psychological guidelines. This is the TSA policy over fitness for duty. So this is very important to always keep a look at, and we'll put the link out for everybody to get a chance to look at the medical fitness for duties. Always take a look through our Facebook groups, and I would try to send this email out to you, but unfortunately, we've had some issues with our email. So we'll get that fixed up down the road. Let's go. When you're looking at the table of contents, one of the things you always have to, you'll see all the different things. So you go down to medical guidelines, you got eyes and vision, hearing, and all the different things you can possibly. It's really a good idea if you're suffering from a chronic illness or you have something that's going to go on for a significant period of time, that you always take a look at this medical fitness duty guidelines prior to reporting this to anybody at TSA. Now, there is some situations where you may have an issue that causes you to say, hey, I feel like this. So I'm going to use this as an example because this is actually what just occurred. I'm going to hit Control F, which is the search feature in here. And we're going to put dizzy. Oh, you don't find nothing in here for being dizzy, right? So let's go to what else could cause you to possibly feel like you're dizzy. So you think about all the different kind of issues. So let's go with vertigo, because that's like the next thing that you have. So you go to vertigo, and let's go down to the next one, which is a hearing issue, which could cause you like a vertigo is one of the issues that happens. And so hang on, I spelled it wrong. That was my problem. So you go down here, it's under 1.9.3. And so the reason why I wanted y'all to see this is when you're sick and you have the flu, sometimes you get dizzy, nauseous, and you'll use vertigo as a description. It's like, well, I'm kind of, dizzy, like I had vertigo. Well, management, you just told them something that could literally get you out of work for 30 days. And then you're going to have to prove that you've never been diagnosed with it. This actually happened to a member, and they were just suffering from illnesses. So the importance of the medical fitness for duty guidelines is to always take a look at if you have anything that's chronic or something that's happens, or you're taking a medication for any kind of depressive disorder, anything of that nature. Look, this is Suicide Awareness Month, and one of the things we need to talk about is if you're having problems, get help. Always engage with somebody. If you're thinking about hurting yourself, please don't do it. We have so many options here. We've had several people lose their lives at DFW, so please get help. And we just want to talk to you as your union to do anything we can. And this is funny. This is one of the ones I always thought of. Shift work disorder, provide restriction or shift work disorder. And unfortunately, if you look at the definition of shift work disorder, a lot of times we suffer from shift work disorder in its own little way because we have like this thing. But I just want to say thanks for watching the videos, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the videos. We're going to continue to produce videos that happen to the bargaining employees as we see them. And I wanted to say, hopefully everybody has a great day, and we'll see you on the flip side. Johnny Jones, AFG Local 1040, and the Council 100 signing out. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe on this video, and we'll see you next time.